beautiful mamas, and welcome to another episode of Mama's First Mondays. So, I don't know why I have you guys. Give me a second. You guys know I always have little mishaps in here, but that's okay. That's life. And that brings me to today's episode, which is going to be amazing. And first off, this is episode 20, and this episode is about breaking free from the supermom myth. Like, being a supermom is just, it's not real. So the question is, though, like, why do we try to make it real when it's not real? And what we're really doing is stressing ourselves out. So here's the true problem, or you can call it an opportunity, as I like to call it. And the problem or opportunity, the problem here is trying to always be the best for your kids. And the opportunity here is to actually figure out what it means to be good for you. Like, why do we have to be the best? Good is good, and good is enough. And oftentimes when we're striving to be our best, something often gets left behind. And in most cases, guess what? It's us, especially if we're trying to be a good mom, a best mom. If we're trying to be the best mom to our kids, then we're giving them everything and we're leaving ourselves hanging. And I, for one, don't want that for you. Don't want it for me. And I've been there, you all. I've been there. It's time consuming. It's just full of stress. It's just, yeah, it's not where you want to live your life. So first off, one thing I want you to remember before I get to the solution is that, first off, you are human. You are not this super person, and you don't have to be, and that's okay. And let's just be honest, because we're human, we're going to mess up, and we don't always try to. I hope that you're not trying to mess up, but here's the deal. You're human. You're going to mess up. And if you do, apologize authentically. It's okay. And then go about correcting. Like, to truly apologize authentically is to actually go and figure out, okay, what can I do to not do this again? How can I change my self-image, my self-identity, so that I don't go back and do this again and then repeat the cycle? Because it's going to happen. And it's going to happen until it's over. And that's okay. So what's the true solution behind this? So first off, this is something literally just came to me before this, like, literally. So the true solution is going to be real. And real, of course, is an acronym, and I'll explain these things down here. So if you are truly trying to break free from the supermom myth and break away from this problem of trying to always be the best mom for your kids, then you have to be real. You have to be realistic, empathetic, authentic, and enjoy your life, okay? So the R for realistic, like, just be real. You are not perfect, so everything is not going to be perfect, and good is enough. So be realistic to the point where you know that, you're doing the best you can at that moment, and don't beat yourself up, because if you feel like you're not meeting these unrealistic expectations, what's going to happen? You're just beating yourself up, and nothing good is going to come of it. What's really going to happen is that you're just going to keep hearing these voices in your head that's telling you you're not doing enough, you're not doing enough. But I'm here to tell you, you are. Wherever you are right now, just stop and be realistic about what you can do right now. Don't try to overextend it, because you're going to end up hurting yourself and your family. So, and I know you don't want to do that. That's why you're here. So be realistic. The next thing you want to do is be empathetic. And this part right here is the part where a lot of us moms, we try to be empathetic to our kids, but we often forget to be empathetic to ourselves. So let's see, the yardfoundation.org defines empathy as the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. And if you go to Google, it was just right on top today. And I went through some more, but I like that one the best. But here's the deal. When you are empathetic, you are understanding the feelings or sharing the feelings of another. But sometimes we don't even understand our own feelings. So if you are trying to break free from being a supermom, I need you to be empathetic. Show empathy to yourself. Like, actually take the moment to see how you're feeling and maybe why you're feeling that way, so you can work through that. Because oftentimes when we're trying to be supermom, it shows that we're not even showing empathy to ourselves. And it's so important that we actually understand how we're feeling. And I always talk about this, and I'll say it again. There's this app. It's free. I think it's called How I Feel, something like that. It's totally free, and it's totally worth it. It gives us far more words than we've ever probably known to actually explain how we're feeling, because a lot of us only probably know about 10 to 20. If you know more without Googling, let me know, because I would love to know. But yeah, it's the truth. Most of us don't know, but it kind of goes through some things so that you can kind of explain how you're feeling. Then the next thing you want to do is just be authentic. Like, look, if you can't handle it, you can't handle it. Be authentic in that moment. If you can, do it. Just whatever it is, just be authentic. Like, just be authentic. Like, authenticity is so important for being yourself and for being a mom. Like, like honestly, you all, I when I was younger, I used to hate the fact that I would smile all the time. And the only reason I did is because other people always wondered why I'm smiling. They would say things, and I don't know, it was so weird. I felt so uncomfortable being myself. And then as I got older, I was like, well, this is me. Like, I don't care. And what happens is more people are drawn to me because of my authenticity. So being authentic to yourself, not even for other people, is actually what's going to help you actually be real and break free from that supermom myth. Because oftentimes when we're being a supermom, we're not authentically being ourselves, and you want to be authentic to you, because when you are authentic, it attracts people to you. It attracts your kids want to be more, they want to be around you more. They enjoy being around you more because you're authentically you. Now the next thing, the L, is life. Now what I want you to do with life is enjoy it. Because let's be honest, it's hard to enjoy life when you're trying to be everything you can and be the best for someone else, especially your kids. When you don't even take the time to just be good enough for you so that you can be good enough for everyone else. Good is good, okay? Like, no one said that we had to be the best. Nobody said we had to be the best. But when you operate in good and your goodness, that's when your life changes, and that's when your family's life changes. That's when the space that you operate in changes. So I want you to vow to yourself that you're just gonna stop trying to be super mom, and you're gonna start being real. You're gonna start being realistic, empathetic, authentic, and you're gonna enjoy your life. Okay. So that's what I want for you today, mamas. And I really hope that this gave you all something that you can actually take and work with. And before I forget, this month, December, I'm hosting a challenge. It's nothing online really. It's just simply a something you'll sign up for, and you will get a, what do you call it? So from me, you're going to get a calendar. I wish I had it with me right here. It's probably down here. Let's see. I can't find it. You get a calendar from me. So this is what the main thing looks like, but I don't see the calendar part because that's the one I want you all to see. And we're going to talk about what we're grateful for. So we're going to do gratitude. We're going to do some self-care stuff, and we're going to do some decluttering stuff and some reflection and planning. And this is called the December Reflect and Reset Challenge. If you go to the website, theunprofessionalmom.com, you'll see it on the main page. You probably have to scroll down a little bit, and you can just click and sign up there. And the beautiful part is that it's so simple to do. All you have to do is print out your calendar, check off each day that you've done it. Get a journal if you have a journal, so you can kind of journal it. And I really believe mom should have a journal. It's just something about putting pen to paper. I almost said paper to pen. It's something about putting pen to paper that kind of triggers something in your mind. So definitely do that. So for today, we're challenged to pretty much talk about 3 things that we're good at. So honestly, you all, I am finally at the point where I realize I'm good at just being me. I'm good at that. And I'm okay with that. And see, and I did say good, not best. What are you like the greatest at? No, what are you good at? I'm good at being me. I'm good at baking. I'm good at taking, I don't know, let's see. What did I say my third one was? So I'm good at being me. I'm good at baking, and I'm good at loving myself. Because loving yourself, you all, is really the key to all of this. Because without loving yourself, it's going to be hard to be real, but that's okay. You can always start somewhere. because I was at the point where I wasn't sure if I loved me because I didn't know who I was. But that's another story for another day. And of course, that's something we will probably go into deeper later. And of course, if you want to go deeper with me, there's always an option to meet with me one on one, a whole hour for free, because I really want to help moms right where you are. And no, I'm not charging for this first one. It's just an hour. And if you don't want to work with me later, I'm okay with that. But I really want to give you some tips that can help you go to the next level. Like the first level is just being you, figuring out who you are so that you can show up fully for your family. Showing up for you first so you can show up for your family. And then once you figure out how to show up for yourself, you got to figure out in what areas you want to show up for yourself. Okay, so for this, this is something that's a process, but I know you can do it. And because you're watching this, I know you want to do it. So if you're interested in that, of course, you can book a free strategy session right on my website, The Unprofessional Mom. But I won't hop on that very much longer, because I just really want you to take this information, to stop trying to be the super mom. And I want you to realize and remember you're human and that you're going to mess up, but just apologize authentically, correct the problem, and repeat. And then be real, because being real, being realistic, being empathetic or showing empathy to yourself, being authentic and enjoying your life is what's really going to help you stop trying to be super woman or super mom. And it's going to help you be the good you that you were created to be. Well, beautiful mamas, I love you so much. And I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, an amazing